Hello and welcome back to my channel where I unbox slash review slash whatever you want to call it. I open up toys and you guys watch it. Today I have another WWE Elite. I mentioned in the last video I just recorded that I have a bit of a backlog. I have been sick with a cold for a little bit, so I haven't been able to record. But I still buy toys, you know, I still do that, so I have a collection built up that I need to get through. So today I am going to be opening up the WWE Elite Rey Mysterio, the Legends WWE Elite. You can see it's a little dusty. That's how long I've been sick. Also, my house just collects dust like no other. Yes, I have the WWE Elite Rey Mysterio. I have been taking a break from the Rey Mysterio figures. One, there's too many. There's just simply way too many Rey Mysterio figures in production. It's a bit annoying. I just saw we've had these. We just had an Elite not too long ago, and then at my Targets we just got the Series 100, and Rey Mysterio's in there too. Like, there's so many Rey Mysterio figures, it's insane. It's like the new John Cena. Now that John Cena is not on TV every week, they replaced him with Rey Mysterio. I did see this figure. It's a little bit different than what I have currently, so I decided I'll pick him up, especially because you can see right there, I got him for 10 bucks. So I figured, why not? I do like Rey Mysterio, and I saw this attire and I thought it looked great. You have an interesting looking World Championship belt. I don't know how I feel about it. Looking at it from the outside, and it looks a little odd. The material they used for it looks a little different, but I guess we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's start off by talking about the box. You do have, it's a fairly typical box. You have the figure right here, of course, true FX. Is it though? Is it though? You can't really tell, but is it though? You have a nice little picture of Rey Mysterio right here, Rey Mysterio on the bottom, in case you weren't sure who this was. On the side you have another picture of Rey Mysterio, the same picture that's right here on the front. On the back you have the same picture of Rey Mysterio right there, and then a little bit of a bio. You can read that if you want. I'll give you some time. Anyways, you have all the rest of the figures in the wave. This was a fairly decent wave. I've liked everybody I've gotten so far. I don't have Molly Holly yet. I could probably go pick her up, but I don't know. I'm not super interested in that figure. Everybody else I was fairly excited for, but I never she wasn't a wrestler when I watched wrestling, so I don't have an attachment to Molly Holly as a wrestler, Mighty Molly or anything like that. Just didn't see her when I watched wrestling, unfortunately. Then on the side you have Rey one more time, the Legends logo right there on the bottom, and then we're back to the front. I guess we'll go ahead and transition to the figure itself, and boom, this is pretty much all you get. We'll start with the hands, as I usually do. They are two nifty little fist hands. It's pretty much the same stuff we get with every Rey Mysterio figure. It's kind of hard to make out, but yes, the same fist we get for every Rey Mysterio figure. Looks good, looks fine. Happy with those, I guess. I do prefer those over the open hands that he has, the weird grapple hands. Like, I'm gonna grapple you. And then we also have the World Heavyweight Championship. Now this is the thing that when I saw this figure initially, where'd it go? I just dropped it. I was like, this sucks. I don't want this figure, because I saw this belt. This looks awful. It kind of looks good on camera, to be perfectly honest, but in person, it looks so bad. I guess bad is a strong word for how I feel about this. I don't like the way it looks. I don't think it looks awful in person. It looked definitely much worse on the shelf with the $20 price tag. In my hands with a $10 price tag, I don't know. What they did here, if you've paid attention, you've noticed the material they used to make the gold chains for like wrestlers like Mr. T recently. He came with a lot of gold chains, and Hulk Hogan comes with a lot of gold chains. The material they used to make those gold chains changed recently. It looks a lot more realistic, and it looks 10 times better than it used to look. But they used that, whatever they used to make those, they used for this, and that is not interchangeable gold. It looks great on the necklaces and the chains and whatever. On a belt, no, this looks off. It looks way too brown. It looks not shiny enough. It looks very toyetic. If you've ever bought the UFC figures, they come with a belt themselves. It looks kind of like those. Those are made out of rubber, of course. This is actually a hard plastic with sitting on rubber, of course. It kind of looks like that. It just doesn't look like the World Heavyweight Championship, which kind of sucks because we needed an upgrade of this for a long time, and they finally do something different, and they made it worse, I think. These belts have never looked good in toy form. I think this belt looks beautiful. I hope it comes back, but I think we're getting the winged eagle potentially, but I don't know. God, there were so many reports of a new belt coming, and then Cody Rhodes lost at WrestleMania, and it's like, what's going to happen now? WWE's a mess right now. But yes, I miss this belt so much. I hate that they retired this belt. Anyways, I've talked about this belt for long enough. This is not what we're here for. We're here for this guy. He actually comes with 3 things. So the Bradshaw figure came with hands and a belt. He comes with hands and a belt and a jacket. So we'll take off this jacket and get a nice good look at it while it's off the figure. Of course, the hands are too big. They won't fit through the sleeves. I don't want to take them off though. All right, here. Ugh. Okay. Oh no. We lost something. Found it. That's why I didn't want to take it off. Okay. Put that back on. Oh, okay. And do the same for you. Oh. You know, when I started recording, I didn't sound very sick, and the longer I do this, the sicker I sound. This one came off too. There we go. I hope those are put on the correct way. Okay, you sit right there. Yes, we have a nice Rey Mysterio jacket. I do love the look of this jacket, even though I don't love this material. It looks like the children's book where the fish had a shiny, what are those called? Gill? The shiny thing that makes up a fish, the skin part. It looks like that. It's nice and shiny. Do love that. Nice logo on the back. It looks like Rey Mysterio's mask. This is a pretty cool jacket. It's very unique from what we usually get with our wrestlers. I do love that it's a soft good jacket, and it's not one of the newer soft goods where it's kind of cheap and see-through. It's actually a decent quality soft goods. It looks good. Looks great. I love having this. It feels very 2000s-y, so a nice nostalgia act right there for me, at least. Keep that right there. And then we have the figure itself. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted this figure is, one, I have the skinny-legged Rey, and I have the baggy-legged Rey, but I don't have skinny-legged without the tattoos and without the tank top. So I thought it was different enough to be like, okay, sure, we'll pick him up. Also, the mask is different, the head sculpt is different. I'm kind of going for things that do something different than what I already have, and this one does enough different. You know, it has elbow pads, it has like the Eddie Guerrero wrist or bicep tape. You have the ECW on the back, which I didn't know that. I forgot he used to do that because he was an ECW wrestler for a little bit of time. But yes, we are missing the tattoos on his chest. We are missing the mohawk. This is a different mask. So it does enough different for me to want to pick him up, despite the fact that we've had so many Rey Mysterio. See, that one is upside down. That's why I hated to do that. But I can live with it. But yes, this really looks fantastic. There's so much more going on for this figure than I thought. Starting off with the mask, of course, you have Hold on. I'm like falling apart as we go. Okay, you have this beautiful looking Rey Mysterio mask with the red, I don't know what these are supposed to be. Wings? I don't know why they're on his face. But it looks cool. You have the red going up there. You have the nice white, a nice red crown at the top. ECW on the back, like I already mentioned, looks fantastic. It wraps around on the bottom like his masks usually do. Nice tattoos on the back. I love these tattoos. Tattoos everywhere pretty much. You have a Rey Mysterio tattoo there. You have the Eddie Guerrero armband, like I already mentioned. Tattoos underneath his elbow pad that do different things. This elbow pad says 619. This one is just his mask. You have the sun tattoo that was very popular back then. You just have so many different tattoos that do different things. You have the Mexican tattoo right there. Awesome looking, love to see it. You have the question mark down here at the bottom because he is Mysterio, which is mysterious. You have his eagles down here on his pants, and then you have the question marks on his boots. His boots look immaculate. I love his boots, they look awesome. Oh, okay, breathe. Whew. Okay. So now that we've gone over the look of the figure, we can go over articulation, starting with the head, which can go back. Not at all. Wow. Not at all. Forward a fair amount. That's fine. Wiggle a little bit. Can go all the way around, of course. Arms can come up to about right there. Perfect. Rotate all the way around. Swivel at the bicep. A little tight, but, you know, break it loose. Double jointed arms. I guess, it's double jointed. You don't need to visually see it to know that it is. Can go up to about right there. I'm sure if I move this out of the way, it could go a little bit more, but he can make some nice phone calls, or he can contemplate, you know, oh, my son, Dominic, you know. Swivel here at the hands. They can go all the way around. I forgot to mention that on the Bradshaw figure, his hands. It's been a while since I've done this. I forgot my order of operations here. The hands can go all the way around, of course. They can go in, they can go out. That's pretty much it for that. The torso can go back. Not at all. That is a stiff spine, but it can go forward a little bit, and then you add the legs to it. Oh yeah, you can do a power bomb as good as the rest of them. That means the legs can go up to about right there. That's a fairly high kick, but for Rey, that's probably right in the crotch of some other wrestlers. Bring his leg down. They can swivel at the thigh all the way around. Double jointed knees, not pinless, but still. I am loving this figure. I keep looking at the figure and not the webcam, so I'm hoping I'm not like all the way over here like, oh man, I love this figure. Swivel down here at the boot. It does cut off the paint, which I hate, but I think we can live with it. Can spin all the way around. Ankle can go down, like so, up, like so. And that's pretty much it there. It can swivel just a little bit, I guess. Oh, I never mentioned this because I never do it, but swivel here at the torso. I never mentioned that because I usually avoid doing that. Because once it's loose, then the figure is like ruined. Like if this is loose, I can deal with a loose arm, loose leg, loose anywhere else. If this is loose right here, I can't do it. I cannot do a loose torso. It ruins the figure for me. But I digress. This figure is actually incredible. I'm so happy to have this figure. I've been needing a decent Rey that's, you know, unique. I've been needing a 2006 era Rey. I've been building up my collection of 2000s eras wrestlers because that is the era I grew up on. So I'm happy to have this guy. He looks so small in my little backdrop. I love to see it. But yes, I am so happy to have this guy. He is absolutely worth even the $20. I didn't pay $20, but if you paid $20, I'd be happy to have that. I, of course, paid $10, so I'm extremely happy to have that. So that'll probably be it for me in this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I will hopefully be back with another video very, very soon. Bye.